Everybody says they want diversity of thought until somebody actually thinks differently. You know how it works on the left side. Because what you're about to watch isn't random clips. Y'all know how we do. It's the same reaction happening over and over again to the same type of person. And it only goes one way.
Look at black people acting like they care. Oh, this is crazy. This is so sad. They don't care. They don't give a damn. Don't let them fool you.
Police have identified the man who they say shot and killed 8 children in Shreveport, Louisiana today. His name is Shamar Elkins. Authorities are calling this a result of domestic violence. The shooting happened at 6 this morning. The victims range in age from 1 to 14 years old. Shreveport police say a total of 10 people were shot. The only survivors are 2 women.
This is so crazy. What are we gonna do? I'm sad. Anyways, let's talk about Trump and ICE and MAGA and turn my EBT card back on. That's what I'm worried about. Guy kills off 8 kids. What you doing having 8 kids with this guy in the first place? Jesus. I go in the shade room, I see one measly post. Ain't post no pictures or nothing. Just one measly post. Oh, this is so sad. You don't give a damn what happened. Now, if Shamar's name was Steve, oh, that's what you care about. Oh, it'd be marching. Obama would have appeared. I'm not talking about flying or driving a car. I'm talking, he just would have appeared like a damn ghost. Kamala Harris would have showed up. Black Lives Matter would have rose from the dead. What happened to the Black Panthers in self-defense? Remember this guy? Go down to Shreveport and make sure this don't happen again. See, this is what you need to be worried about. It ain't Trump. It ain't ICE. It's always been you.
8 kids, man. Gone. 7 by their own father, and somehow this doesn't become a national moment. No nonstop coverage. No coordinated outrage. No politicians lining up with speeches ready. But we've all seen how fast the machine moves when the narrative fits. So now you gotta ask yourself something real simple. What decides when something matters? Because once you start noticing what doesn't get attention, you start noticing what happens when people speak up about it.
As long as you're talking about what the left wants you to talk about,
yes,
you're cool. The second you say something you don't like, you ain't black. And so I was like, I'm black. I have a black family. I have a black business. I have written black books, but I'm not black enough because I'm not a fan of abortions and I don't like the way the black community is being set up. And instead of trying to win me over with a positive argument,
yes,
they tried to destroy me with personal attacks.
Yes.
And unfortunately for them, I don't really care what you think about me.
Absolutely.
And so I was like, I'm out. Because I'm not going to be in a place where I'm not wanted, and I'm not going to fake and conform. Because I don't have to. As long as you're talking about...
My bad, y'all. I ended up hitting the wrong button. Y'all know how this goes when we do it live. But listen, to what he said carefully. Not they disagree with me. Not they challenged my ideas. He said they quite literally tried to destroy him. That's crazy because that's not politics at all. That's quite literally enforcement. The same thing that they're projecting on the other side. And it's crazy because the same people who say be yourself or stand in your truth suddenly got rules the second your truth doesn't match theirs. And you think this is one person's experience? Not only are you new here, but this next one to show you is way bigger than that.
The reason that black liberals come hard after black conservatives, because they feel like if you are not voting Democrat, then you like white people, which just goes to show you that the whole movement on that left side is to hate white people. So I don't understand why white people keep voting for Democrats. I don't understand why white people consider themselves liberals when the whole movement on that side is to hate the white man. This is why they call black conservatives sellouts and Uncle Toms, because you over there voting and you supposed to be over here with us protesting and hating white people, but you over there having white friends. White people on the left, I understand that you have white guilt. I understand that you have a white savior complex, but honey, you are voting for your own demise because them folks over there can't stand you. They hate white people with a passion, and they hate anybody who even speaks to white people, which is why they hate the black conservative. But y'all keep voting for them. It don't make no sense. But you go ahead. That white guilt.
I mean, look, labels come fast and conversation seem to stop. You know, that right there tells you everything, because if your ideas are really that strong, if you're really rooted and grounded in them, why are you so quick to shut down the conversation? I'm saying you as if I'm talking to y'all, but y'all know I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all intellectually there. But why does it turn into name calling the second somebody steps outside of the Democratic line? At some point, you got to admit this, ain't about understanding people. It's about controlling them. And of course, when control starts slipping, that's when, how do I say, things start getting really weird.
Hey, what's up, y'all? What y'all doing? This is so sick and evil. I don't even know how to explain this shit. I don't know if y'all seen this video going around, but this crazy ass liberal is so excited because they are listening to this one guy that I have not researched. I don't even want to bother to go look up, saying that they are predicting that Trump in 6 days is going to be 6 feet under, going to the upper room. But all jokes aside, that shit ain't funny. Not funny to predict or to say that's gonna happen in 6 days. None of y'all are gods, okay? None of y'all know the future. But listen to this shit.
Ooh, the excitement! It's getting nicer outside. The patriarchy is fucking crumbling all over the place before our eyes, albeit wrecking some serious havoc as they go. But still, don't do it yet, obviously, because, things can happen. And this is just an educated prediction, but begin thinking of the idea of calling out of work sometime soon. And more importantly, get that champagne ready.
Get your champagne ready. Motherfucker, no, get your meds ready. Get a cup of water and take them, because you is sick. Y'all see this crazy fool? He is drooling at the mouth with excitement. Like a dog with foam coming out of his mouth. You need a rabies shot, something. A tick shot, something. You need to go get fixed. But y'all do understand that if something did, y'all forbid that something happened, the Republican Party will go on, right? And they will put J.D. Vance in his position, right? And they will still carry out his agenda, right? And we will still have 3 more years of the Republican Party, right? And y'all will still be having Trump syndrome, right? And the moral of the story is, y'all need to enter into those buildings, those big old buildings that have no names on the side, that's just plain with no windows. And inside this building, it has just numbers on the door. And when you get in that door, inside that room, it's just pads everywhere, just white, and it's just pads everywhere, no concrete. All the walls and the floors, there's got pads everywhere, so you won't hurt yourself. Then they got these lovely ass white jackets with long sleeves to wrap around your ass so you can hug yourself, and then they tighten them up and lock them down so you can just hug yourself forever. And they give you certain type of treats you take with water so it can keep you calm and smooth and in your right mind. That's where y'all need to be, in one of those places, okay? Because at this point, you lost your mind, okay? Lost it. Gone. Disappeared. Gone. Over.
Yeah, now we're here. People count down harm like it's entertainment. And the wild part, some of these voices, some of the same voices, rather, who preach tolerance all day, got real quiet when this type of energy shows up. I don't know why they do that. Or worse, they laugh it off. That ain't disagreement. That's something way deeper than that. But here's what flips, because while all of this is going on, there's still people looking at the bigger picture. Like, hold on. I need y'all to make something make sense.
Say what you want about the United States of America, but no matter how hard you try to bash this beautiful nation, you'll never be able to deny this simple fact. That only in America can a black man ascend to the position of First Lady while concurrently claiming that Americans are the racist ones and are bigots. And if you do not like the United States of America, in the year 2026, it has never been easier and cheaper to renounce your citizenship. Furthermore, regardless of how this also makes you feel, Donald Trump is still the captain of this ship, whether you like it or not. So to prey on the downfall of this nation is about as asinine as it gets. And I digress. Regardless of what you are told to believe, America has been, is, and will always be the greatest nation on the planet, bar none.
Hey to that. For sure, man. You know what I mean? You know, he said it with humor, but the point still landed. If this place is as terrible as people keep claiming it to be, if it's just so worrisome, you know, why is everybody still here? Which is a basic question I think everybody should be able to answer. But unfortunately, you know how that go. I feel like that right there dispels a whole lot of the BS in between. And why does it always feel like people only... How do I say this? Why does everybody still benefit from it? And why does it always feel like people only call it broken when it doesn't go their way? And that's what leads into this next part. To the part a lot of people don't even want to watch. Because once you start digging into history and policy, the story just starts looking real different.
Can we talk about the fact that the Democrats are the true racists? Or can we talk about the fact that they're the ones that authored the most legislation that is detrimental to the black community? Do I have to mention the Great Society Act, which separated black families and made black women whores to the government? Or the 1986 anti-drug abuse bill, which locked black men up disproportionately? Or the 1994 crime bill, which made states build prisons all over to put them in? And I know you guys don't want to talk about the fact that they're the ones that authored the Jim Crow laws. They're the ones that were responsible for placing poll taxes and literacy tests so black people couldn't vote. Y'all don't want to talk about that, do you? And I know you guys don't want to talk about the fact that the Republicans were the ones that fought to end slavery and were fighting for your black ass. Not to mention that the first black representative in Congress was a Republican, and also the first senator was a Republican as well. Oh, and also, yeah, more Republicans voted for the civil rights than Democrats. Hope this helps.
See, this is where it gets uncomfortable for a lot of people. Not because it's wrong, not at all, but because it forces them to rethink what they've been told their whole lives. You can't debunk facts. You can't scream about outcomes and then ignore the policies that created them. You know, you can't point fingers forever without eventually asking, you know, who's actually been running things. And more importantly, why do the results keep looking the same? At some point, people will stop reacting emotionally, y'all. I'm telling y'all, and they start collecting their data and connecting the dots. And when they do, it's not always seen in the public and nothing like that. It's usually on their own terms, quiet. It's that moment when somebody realizes, you know, this ain't making sense anymore. We all, at some point or another, have been here. Because what you just watched wasn't even chaos. It was consistency. Same reaction, same labels, same silence when it matters, and the same noise when it doesn't. So once you see that thing clearly, man, you don't need anybody to tell you what's going on anymore, y'all. I'm telling you the truth. So, if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to put, you're looking real different. Just put, okay. Just put real different. Before I come over here and I'm finna take a ligament. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life.